Welcome to Chalkboards to Cash Flow, the podcast for educators and everyday professionals who want to build wealth through real estate without quitting their day job. I'm your host, Michelle, a full-time teacher who started investing in real estate to create more freedom, more security, and a better future for my family. If you've ever felt like your paycheck isn't enough or wondered if someone like you could really invest in property, this show is for you. Each week, we break down real stories, practical tips, and strategies to help you take that first step, even if you're starting small. Let's build something better together. Episode 2, How I Bought My First Rental While Still Teaching Full-Time. I bought my first rental property while teaching full-time. No, I didn't quit my job. No, I didn't have a trust fund or a six-figure inheritance. And yes, you can do it too. Today, I'm going to walk you through exactly how I did it, from financing to finding the property to what I wish I knew before I started. Because if you're a teacher thinking, how in the world could I ever do that? You're about to find out. So let's talk about the first property I ever bought. It was a duplex. One side was a 3-bed, 2-bath, and the other was a 2-bed, 1-bath, located in a small town in Northern California. The total purchase price? $160,000. It was the 90s. I was in my 20s. I used an FHA first-time homebuyer loan, which only required 3.5% down. That meant my down payment was just about $5,600, which made this doable even on a teacher's salary. And no, I didn't find it off-market or through a wholesaler. I found it on the MLS, and after months of consistent searching. I found this one, and it made sense for my budget and goals. Now let's talk about cash flow, because I want you to see real numbers, not just vague talk. My monthly mortgage, including taxes and insurance, came out to about $910. I rented out the smaller unit, the 2-bed, 1-bath side, for $600 a month. That meant that I was living in the larger unit and having a tenant cover 65% of my mortgage. It's what we call house hacking, and it was the key to making this work. That $600 rent check helped pay for groceries, gas, school supplies, and gave me the confidence to say, I can do this again. And guess what? I did. Now, before I go any further, let me just call out some of the thoughts that I know are going through your head, because I had them too. What if I can't get financing? Totally normal fear. But here's the good news. There are programs specifically designed for first-time buyers, including educators, FHA, USDA, even local grants. I'll talk more about those in the next episode. What if you don't have time to manage it? Real estate can be as hands-on or as hands-off as you want it. You can self-manage like I did, or hire a property manager later. The key is setting systems early. What if I make a huge mistake? You might mess something up. I sure did. But you'll learn to adapt and grow. That's how every teacher I know learns anything new. And you already have that skill. Looking back, here are the 3 biggest lessons I wish I had learned sooner. 1, start small. Don't wait until you can buy a 4-plex or a $500,000 house. One small home can completely change your trajectory. 2, use your network. Real estate is a relationship business. I found my lender, contractor, and even handyman through people I knew. 3, real estate doesn't require you to quit your job. That's a myth. You don't need to become a full-time investor to benefit from passive income. You can do this on nights, weekends, and summers, just like I did. Now that you know how I bought my first rental, in the next episode, I'm going to show you how you can too, even if you think you don't have the money. We're diving into 5 different ways educators can fund their first deal. So if down payments or financing have been holding you back, you don't want to miss that one. If this episode gave you a new perspective or even just a glimmer of hope, do me a favor. Hit follow or subscribe on the podcast, leave a quick review. It helps more teachers find this movement, and most importantly, join the Classroom to Cash Flow community on Facebook. We're a group of educators walking this wealth-building journey together. Let's build a better financial future, one door at a time. Thanks for listening to Chalkboards to Cash Flow, where we turn real estate dreams into real-life wins for teachers and everyday investors. If this episode helped you feel a little more confident or inspired, make sure to follow, leave a review, and share with a friend. And don't forget to join our free Facebook group, Chalkboards to Cash Flow, where we support each other every step of the way. Until next time, keep learning and keep growing. And remember, you don't need to be rich to start. You just need to start.